Welcome. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to Nez Nation Live. I hope you're doing really well. It is Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019, and I was just on Instagram recently, and I was talking about how being a live streamer is not the most easiest thing to do. So, hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on a second. We got a little delay here. Yeah, so if you see the title here, we're going to talk about customer experience, and we were going to have Chris Brogan, who's a fantastic individual, international speaker. This guy is a 4-time New York Times bestselling author. Let me know if you're here, by the way. I'd like to see, let me go on the watch page real quick. Let me know who's here. Leave a comment, please, and let me know that you're here right now. So he may still jump in, but there's been a couple of issues. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the eastern seaboard is being blasted by an Arctic blizzard. And so our guest today may be a no-show. And I think it's very understandable. But I wanted to still go live, and I wanted to kind of drop in. Hey, Mia, good to see you. Come on in. This may be a very, very short stream. It may not be a short stream. This is going to sort of be an impromptu. But I want to tell you, if you're watching this channel, maybe what I could do is advocate for the channel and talk about why I think, what's it like? Maybe I could do a little live stream confessional. What's it like being a content creator in this era? What's it like producing your own show? I have probably the #1 ranked YouTube video and Google ranked video, how to host a talk show. Thank you so much, Mia. And a lot of people want to create content, and a lot of people, what we advocate on this show is building your personal brand, which personal branding is just synonymous with revealing who you are, sharing your story with the world. Who in the world are you? Why should anybody pay attention to you? What is it that you have to offer? Are you here to talk about yourself? Are you here to talk about how you can serve? If you take the latter portion, you're going to be, I think, in better shape when it comes to building something with a long-term, long-lasting effect on, this relates to whether or not you want to gain customers, whether or not you want to earn more income, you want to advance your career, whether or not you want to build your communities. I think live streaming is one of the most powerful ways to create content, and that's what we do. I mean, if you're not communicating your story in the 21st century climate of the times, which is this right here, the internet, you're going to be left behind. It is the same reason why Amazon owns the world, and the same reason why Sears, Toys R Us, Circuit City, Blockbuster, the list goes on, are out the door. This is the future. This is where it's at. If this didn't exist, I'd be sharing my story in another medium. What I think is tantamount to your success is being able to communicate who you are and why people deserve to be paying attention to you. Whether that's in a modern time, whether that's on the internet, not on the internet, whether the internet exists or doesn't exist, that will never change. So that's what this channel is all about. We're teaching you. It's personal branding 101. Teaching, coaching, training you, talking, communicating, bringing more humanness to this digitalness, because everybody's doing it the same way. Everybody's doing it in this very automated, fake it till you make it. I got to be this way. I have to act this way. I have to be serious. I can't bring my personality. People are sick and tired of that. Let me tell you why Hillary Clinton lost the election. I'll tell you exactly why Hillary Clinton. Oh my God, I'm going to go on a rant now. I'll tell you exactly why Hillary Clinton lost the election. Because she communicated like a politician. Do you know why Donald Trump won the election? Because he communicated like a human being. Now, good or bad human being? You guys decide. That's the judge. I'm here speaking strictly from a communications perspective. The reason that Hillary Clinton lost the election is because she communicated like a politician. The reason Donald won is because he communicated like a human being. good human being, bad human being, terrible human being, awesome human being. That's not my gig. So that's part of the reason why I feel, this is you have to bring humanness to it. Don't fake it till you make it. You don't have to act a certain way. You don't have to be a certain way. That's what personal, right? Personal branding is all about. People are sick and tired of being sold to. People are sick and tired. Especially, I would say more importantly, if you're a solo entity. If you're a solo entity, creating that personal brand, I think, is tantamount to your success. Let's see who's here. Holy macadamia nut. Cricket is in the house. Modern Day Tech. I see you changed your title. Very nice. Luis is in the house. Is that Sethi I see? All right. Just about to go to bed. Okay, no worries, man. I totally understand. It must be very late over there. Good to see you, Sethi. We miss you, man. Yes, Launchpad Astronomy, Christian Reddy is in the house. Luis, by the way, if you want to come in, so if you just missed at the top of the hour, hey, how you doing, Cricket? Cricket's in the house. So if you just missed at the top of the hour, yes, I have Chris Brogan, who was going to be on the show. But they're experiencing a blizzard, an Arctic blizzard on the East Coast. Now, he's being a trooper, and he says he might still make it, but it doesn't look promising right now. So I didn't want to let you guys down, and I wanted to, still go live. I blocked this time off, and I want to deliver something of value, and I thought it would be kind of cool to just do sort of a live stream confessional. And you know me, I never run out of things to talk about, and I never run out of things to teach you. And who knows, this might be the best stream I've ever done. It just might be. So unplanned, impromptu, unprepared, undaunted, fearless. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's garbage, then it's garbage. It won't be the first time a live stream by Professor Nez was garbage. This is how it works. This is how it goes. So, one of the things, people think it's so easy. And you know what? I if you're on Skype, by the way, and I'm going to throw this out because I love you guys so much. Let me just say this. This is very cool. I want to do this. Let me just say this because I love you guys so much, and I think you guys absolutely rock the house. And we have an amazing Nez Nation family here. This family is just amazing. I think what I want to do is if you're on Skype and you want to come on the show, go ahead and ring up Professor Nez, and I'll bring you on. And we can talk about creating content. We can talk about personal branding. We can talk about whatever you want. We'll have this be a live subscriber hangout. If Chris shows up, fantastic. If not, we'll reschedule. But I want to open this up to you guys. I want to bring you guys on the show. So if anybody wants to come on the show, go to Skype, type on Professor Nez. All you need to do is just put in my name and ring me up, and I'll bring you on the show. Okay? Luis says live streaming gives you the ability to connect with your audience. Just bring your personality and be honest. I couldn't agree more. Mia, so good to see you, Mia. Mia says, recently heard a vid by Gary who says, in the close future, AI will be doing most of the stuff, except when you need nuance, empathy. Yeah, I mean, I think that's already here, practically. I mean, AI, by the way, how is the quality? I don't know if you guys remembered, but every Sunday, there it is right there, every Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, you guys know we go live. That's our normally scheduled time. This was supposed to be our first venture, migrating the show back on YouTube. Most of these interview shows we did on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Nez Nation Live. By the way, this is going to be streamed on the podcast as well. So if you're not subscribed to the podcast, what in the world is wrong with you? You got to go subscribe to the podcast. We're everywhere. Spotify, Radio Public, Stitcher, Google Podcast, iTunes. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, just go in your podcast player, search Nez Nation Live, and subscribe, and you'll get a little magic in your eardrums. Hello. You get a little a little sorcery and wizardry and personal branding majesty in your eardrum. Okay, I'm pushing it. That's too far. But yeah, if you want to jump on in, ring me up on Skype and I will bring you on. But here's the thing. When you're a solo, I wanted to talk about this, and I kind of talked about this on Instagram Live. When you're a solo dude doing your dude or dudette, content creator, people think the life of a content creator is very glamorous. It's just not. It's just not. Now, I love creating content. I'm a content creating machine. What kind of a personal branding coach would I be if I didn't have a personal brand that was consistent, that, I actually created content, that I was actually building a, personal brand? Well, but there's so many, the vicissitudes of creating, content on a day-to-day basis consistently, especially a live stream show, are extremely, extremely rigorous. And I just wanted to kind of walk you through, because I have I know a thing or two about this. I've been doing this for a while. And thank you so much, Mia. Okay, Mia says yes. No, I can't use Zoom because I can't use Zoom, Cricket, because Zoom is not integrated with Ecamm, which is the software that I'm using. Yeah, why not hang out with all of us? Yes, exactly. Yeah, so if you have Skype, you can come on in the show. That's totally fine. I would love to talk to you. People think you just click the live button and you just go live, and everything's hunky-dory and everything's fantastic. And I see a lot of so-called thought leaders saying this. Now, don't get me wrong. Absolutely, I think one of the best things you can do is just click that live button and go live your first couple of times, just to get the juices cooking and just to get the flow, get the feel, get the vibe. Is this for me? Maybe it's not for me. But when you want to create an actual show, a podcast, a live stream show where you need to bring indomitable value to an audience that's hungry and expectant, which the Nez Nation, this is a tough audience, this Nez Nation family. I mean, these aren't just your average live stream consumers or content creating consumers. 90% of the Nez Nation live audience are amazing, intelligent. I mean, look at this live chat. Amazing content creators. Christian, Luis, Sethi. I mean, look at all these people. We've got amazing people in this live chat, and every Sunday we bring that to the foray. And so this is an audience that I treasure, that I value, that I don't want to let down. Hence, that's why I'm going live right now. Chris Brogan or not, I'm going to have him on the show eventually. He will be on the show. And I'll talk to you about a guest that we're going to have on Thursday. We're going to have another guest on Thursday, Modern Day Tech. It's insane. Not only do you have to organize, schedule, plan, book way before you hit the live button. Not only do you have to distribute, promote, raise awareness. I mean, I spent probably 30, 45 minutes just creating the YouTube thumbnail for this show, because I didn't I tried to go fancy. I don't know if you guys checked out the thumbnail for this show. I tried to go really fancy. And by the way, smash that smash button. Y'all know what to do. Smash that smash button. I tried to go really fancy. I had different iterations, and I was like, I wanted this to be really exciting and fun, and like, this is the first time we're bringing the interview format to my YouTube channel, which we're really migrating everything over to our YouTube channel, and I'm going to repurpose it on our Facebook business page. But Facebook, Facebook is an interesting thing. We talked about this on Sunday. It's just Facebook has been a difficult platform to be a content creator on recently. I think, and I've said this for months now, maybe even a year, Facebook is no longer a free social network. I think it is a paid-for subscription network, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I run ads on Facebook all the time. So it's real. Thank you so much, Modern Day Tech. You are the man. Thank you so much, Sethi. I really, really appreciate that. Mia says, I haven't started yet. So many family emergencies. Mia, you're going to rock it. You're going to absolutely rock it. And yes, take care of your family. Take care of everything. That's always first. Your priorities should always be your family, your health, and everything else. Okay, looks like we've got, let's see here. Looks like we got somebody coming in. see if that's Cricket. Is that Cricket? Yo, Cricket!
Yes.
Hey, what up, Cricket? You're upside down.
Hello, Nez Nation.
How are you? You're live. You're on live right now. You're not on the screen yet, but you're live right now. Let me bring you up on the screen.
Thank you. Is my orientation okay?
No, it's not. Can you can you switch it, or is there a way to
now?
Yeah. Okay, now it's better. How are you, Cricket?
Now,
Welcome to Nez Nation Live.
I'm
You're live. You're live on Nez Nation Live. A long time, an OG, Cricket Wilson in the house. How are you?
Good to be on. Thank you. Hello.
How's everything going?
Well, we're in a blizzard, so it's a snowed-in day.
Yes.
So hi, Chris Brogan. I feel your pain.
Where are you at? Where are you exactly at, Cricket?
Denver, Colorado.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought the blizzard was mostly the eastern seaboard, but it's kind of canvassing the country, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not technically snowed in, but things happened, and it's a lot of snow.
It's so good to see you. So tell us, this is your chance here, Cricket. I think you are an awesome mod on the Niminati show. You're an awesome member of the Nez Nation family since day one. Talk to us a little bit about, this is your chance. Tell our audience who you are, what you do, and what are your thoughts on content creation and live streaming in general.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Thank you.
Hey, you didn't think you were just going to come on here and twiddle your thumbs, did you?
I'm a digital disaster.
I'm going to put you to work. Hey, Cricket, I'm going to put you to work, girl.
I would love that. I've worked online since the late 90s.
Yeah.
So I'm all about internet people, internet community. I'm kind of everywhere, which you've noticed. Behind the scenes and in the communities. I really care a lot. As a creator, I've been a photographer and videographer since the 6th grade. I carried a camera with me daily since I was a child. YouTube's been interesting. As a creator, I had certain ideas of what I wanted it to be. I'm still struggling, but I've recently reached 400 subscribers.
Nice. Hey, let's give it up for Cricket Wilson.
Thank you.
400 subscribers. That's awesome. I remember hitting 300, 100, and being absolutely blown away. So congratulations, Cricket. Good for you.
Well, if I could just say something about you and Nez Nation and Niminati and all of these communities, the people who are here right now supporting this live stream. I have less than 15 videos, you guys. I mean, I watch these channels upload hundreds of videos to only get 300, 400 subscribers. So I don't have an answer for that other than I'm active in the community. I care a lot. I'm a web developer and a project manager, so I'm just always online. I know the online hustle. And so that's outrageous to me. That no matter what level you are, that sometimes the stats kind of won't match up, Like, to some, it would be like, wow, you only have 15 videos? How'd you get so many subscribers? And that, 400 subscribers with just a few uploads. And honestly, 2017 and 2018 kicked my booty. I mean, so I didn't upload.
Yeah.
But I've been here the whole time, and I'm still creating content and just, no 0 days and every day moving forward.
Good for you.
As what I want my channel to eventually become.
Good for you. I'm so proud of you. I think you're awesome. I've been watching you, and I think that your if I may just say this really quickly, I think Cricket is a perfect example. I truly believe this. Cricket is a perfect example of giving to the community before selling and promoting. So many people, they have this intention when they go on other people's, Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups or content or leave a comment. You kind of get the vibe like this person's not really trying to contribute. What they're trying to do is they're trying to kind of promote themselves. And what I love about you, Cricket, is you've always been there as a contributor, as somebody who's participated. Yep. I want to ask you a really serious question, though. So the kind of aim of this channel. We're helping people to build their online presence, helping them to share their story with the world, whether that's to make money, get customers, or just build a community and build a reputation. Why do you think in 2019, because you're a smart cookie, why do you think in 2019 it's super important to, have some kind of a presence in this realm? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I really have some thoughts on that. I am always doing projects on the side. I have probably 20 different projects of things I'm building, things I'm doing. But the truth is, a lot of people don't know about these things that I'm doing. I have like weird Trello builds and Discord bots that I'm building and like all this stuff. People don't know about it. All anybody knew about me in 2016 was I was a WordPress developer. Well, that affected me in a really bad way in 2018. I couldn't find work. I ran out of money. I have hundreds of people just waiting for something from me. I have people who are ready to back my action. It's time to put it together, put it out there. And building your brand, it's time to reach out to people like you. And you may be doing a lot of things behind the scenes. You're going forward, you're moving forward, you're working on something every day. There comes a point where it all has to make sense to other people.
Nice.
And honestly, if you don't do it in 2019, you're going to find yourself, and this is like not to scare anybody, but I'm telling you, I'm a single mom. And I got to this point where I'm like, oh my God, I'm out of money. I haven't been able to find work. And there's a lot to that. There's a lot of, mishaps or somebody let me down or, but if there's any motivation I can give you guys, follow this channel, follow what Professor Nez tells you, because you have got to put yourself out there if that's where you're going to be getting your next job, next project. And I want to tell you, Chris Brogan, 2013, I've been with him since 2013, a group called Brave that he has on Facebook, changed my life.
Wow.
Through his group, I was able to get an agency position that kept my son and I secure for 4 years before that job ended. But that was all through Chris Brogan. We go way back. I'm so sad he's not here.
He will be. He will be eventually. We're gonna get him. And he is here's the cool thing is, and I totally agree with you. And I just want to say, okay, we got Luis coming in. Hey, Cricket,
Yay,
I want to say thank you so much for being on the show. We love you. We love having you be on Nez Nation, and please keep coming back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is it okay to click out?
Yes.
And thanks, everyone. Thank you, Professor. And you guys
thank you. You rock.
To Professor Nez.
All right, take care. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. We got Luis. I want to say hello. Hey, Luis, how are you? Hold on one second. I want to say hello to Neil. Neil is here. Crypto Cruising's in the house. And how cool is Cricket? Isn't Cricket just awesome? I love Cricket. Hey, Luis, how are you? Welcome to Nez Nation Live, brother.
I'm doing good.
I just be really quickly, Neil, it's good to see you, man. I want to tell if you're just coming in, so Brogan, and God bless him, he's in Boston, Mass. So he's experiencing some serious blizzard activities, and he called me early. It was so funny. And this is how cool Brogan is. And Luis, I want to talk to you in just a second. Brogan actually emailed me. I mean, he actually took the time out and wrote me this long, sincere email. Hey, Nez, I'm in the middle of this thing. I'm going to really try to make it, but it's not looking so good. Would you mind if we... And of course, I'm like, of course we can reschedule it. Are you kidding me? Not a problem at all. And so, if you're just coming in, that's kind of the latest. But we've had Cricket Wilson, who I just want to say another big thank you to Cricket Wilson for being a part of this community and for being there. She's been there with me since day one. When I was on Facebook, I don't know if she was there on Periscope because I started on Periscope in 2015, but she's literally been there since day one. and when I had 0 viewers, like 1, 2 people, maybe max. So I just want to give a big shout out to Cricket Wilson. But Luis, how in the world are you, my friend? What's going on with you, brother?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can all hear you. You're on Nez Nation Live, baby.
No, because the reason for I asked is I cannot use my microphone due to the fact that I'm using the iPhone 8 Plus, so I'm charging it right now.
Oh, that's not a problem. No, we can hear you. We can totally hear you just fine. We can hear you perfectly. And by the way, just really quickly, I want to bring people on the show. So we've already had Cricket. We're going to talk to Luis. If you have Skype, just look up Professor Nez. Give me a ring in about 10 minutes. I want to talk to Luis, and you can come on Nez Nation Live and talk to us. We're kind of just, I wanted to go live even though Brogan couldn't make it. I wanted to go live anyway and just not let you guys down and bring some kind of value. And I hope that this is something. I talked a little bit about live streaming. What did you think about what I said, Luis, about how so many people glamorize content creation? But, you know, this is the reason why most of my clients experience this, most of my students. 90% of people fail at building something lasting because they're not understanding what it really takes. What are your thoughts on that?
But before we get started, I just want to say something quickly, if you don't mind.
Please.
I'm also from Boston, Massachusetts.
Are you there right now?
Yeah, that's where I live. I've been here all my life.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and yesterday was below 3.
Oh, wow. Anyway, so what's the snow like over there? Is it really bad? Or did Brogan lie to me?
Right
no,
now.
I'm kidding.
It's gone. Just waiting to finish. So getting back to the subject in hand, what I like about content creation is give you the ability to be yourself. But if you, like you say always, if you don't bring the part in, you're not going to succeed. It also has to do with your willpower. You keep engraving that in people, engraving. If you don't have the willpower and, you know, this and this, like you say, the heart and the mind, you will never go nowhere. Like I say, my famous quote that I use all the time by Frederick Douglass is always start with you. And without struggle, there's no progress. Those things has to be there in place. But if you love what you're doing, enjoy the process. Don't let the process consume you. Don't go crazy about algorithm or that. I stopped doing that. I'm going to serve one person. I'm going to serve that one person to the best of my ability. And that's how I'm going to do it. Because people, I got to do this. I got to be a cookie cutter. I got to do this by the book. No. The rules are meant to be bent. People like you for who you are. Sometimes people come for you. They don't come for the content because they like your personality. And that's how you engage people. That's why I like live streaming, because you engage an audience. You talk to them. No matter if it's good, bad, haters there talking about your appearance. Like, you know, I'm not the greatest, but I decided to come on because it's not how you look. It's how you present your information, how you give the information and the value.
What do you think, Luis? Let me ask you something. What do you think is the one thing that people get wrong when it comes to building a personal brand online? What do you think that people misunderstand the most when it comes to, in your opinion, when it comes to building content?
Number one, I must talk about the growth. And let me go in detail. People expect to build Rome in one day. You can't build Rome in one day. People say, I'm not getting engagement. I'm not getting this and that. And then when they get few engagement, and then they get discouraged because people be like, you're not good. Practice make perfect. Let me give you a perfect example of this. Hello. Everybody get close to the camera. This is Louis, and my channel is Tech for Your Needs. If you want to enjoy my world and my journey, follow me if you like what you see. See how simple? See,
it's interesting. I mean, I think it's simple, but I think people still don't seem to. Here's what I can't stand, and I know a lot of people talk about this. People try to put on, they posture, they try to put up pretense, they try to be something. I've said this before, Luis, and I know you understand this more than most, because Luis, you're one of my main mods, my mod with the most. You've been there for a long time. I think actually, Luis, correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't you been with me in the Periscope days too?
Yes.
So,
That's where
I
I
mean,
stopped.
Luis is actually somebody who's been with me maybe even longer than the OG cricket. But let me just say this. Most people, I've said this before, and I know Luis has heard me say this. It takes great effort to be somebody, but it takes zero effort to be yourself. So which is the greater? If you try to contain your content and create by being somebody, I think that's almost impossible to sustain. But if you try to create content where you're actually being completely authentic with who you are, watch out. I think people, Luis, still feel that creating content entails a persona. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love filmmaking. I've been a cinema buff. I've been a filmmaker since I was 5 years old. I have no problem with acting, but when it comes to people who are trying to build something, when it comes to people who are trying to, especially if it has to do with a platform business, i.e., a infrastructure, I think that, if you're trying to keep something up that's not you, if it's you, that's fantastic. But if it's not you, that's going to be impossible to sustain. I mean, Luis, you have great camera branding skills. You've been creating content. Your channel, you've been doing this for a long time. But it seems that when people especially my clients, when I try to talk to them, they're like, I can't do videos. I can't do live streams. I can't do that. What do you say? What do you say to people like that?
Well, I say to people like that, with that attitude, you're already giving up. So out of 99.99, you are that percentage because you're giving up. You're not giving yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't want to wake up tomorrow and be like, what if, and live for all those stuff like that. That's why I'm heavily into the acronym. You only live once, YOLO. And I might
YOLO, baby.
Might as well make the best of it. So people don't understand that this is it's like a storytelling. You and I, we are not talking to equipment. We're talking to an audience. We are painting a canvas, and the canvas is to be more humanist, to be more fun, to be more engaging. I don't want to sit here and be like, "Hello, this is Luis." No, that's robotic monotone. I did that at the beginning, but I learned with constructive criticism. People told me, you need to talk like a normal person. You need to better yourself. You need to start slowing this, start slowing that. I started listening to people, whether good or bad hate. I took all that and converted it into a better positive. But the negative comes with the positive, and the positive also comes negative.
Yeah.
But also, it all depends on you. You and I, now you and me, proper English, you and I, we meant to do this because we always doing it. You saw me live streaming, you saw me doing this. What I told people, don't worry about your equipment, don't worry about nothing, start. Once you start and you do it, the more you do it, the more better you get and the more comfortable you get. Let me say one thing.
Please.
The greatest fear is you. If you fear yourself, you will fear life.
Yes, indeedy. And with that, Luis, I think you did a fantastic job, man. Thank you so much for being with us. Hey, Luis, I just want to say before you go, I appreciate you so much, man, and I really, really
Likewise.
do. And I hope to see you every single. It's just not the same without you when you're not on the stream. And so I just want to say thank you, man. God bless, and I hope to see you more and more every single week. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks.
All right, take care, Luis. That was Luis right there, and he is just a fantastic member of the Nez Nation family. I'm just so proud. Anybody else want to come on in, make sure you go to Skype and type in Professor Nez in just the search bar. I should be the first person, the only person that comes up, and you can come call in. Yeah, building a. I try to say this, because I don't want this to just be a businessy kind of thing. I try to say this all the time and just kind of piggybacking on what, Luis says. Yes, he is very deep, isn't he, Mia? He's supremely deep. Yes, modern day tech, very true. We are our own worst enemy. We get in our way. Definitely we get in our way. The dude inside our head has a big part of that. And, I want to just piggyback on something. I want to just piggyback on what what Luis was saying is this is if personal branding is modern communications, if this is the format, this is the place, this is the space, and it's so easy for you to actually create something worthwhile, then why not give it a chance here? Let's see. We got somebody coming in here. Let's see, who is this? DJ Neil C. Let's see who we got here. 1 second, guys. DJ. Is this Neil? Is this Crypto Cruising?
Possibly
You got a different name every single time. Is this Neil? Neil, can you hear me? I think we got Neil coming in.
Yep, you got me.
Neil, you've gone all black. What happened? I can't see your video. Let me see your video. Can I see your video? No, wait, hold on. Okay. You got video, Neil, now. Or not? Neil.
Do we have video?
Okay, you don't have video?
Yeah, we should have video, mate.
Okay, I can't see you for some reason. Why can't I see you? Hold on 1 second. Neil is in the house. 1 second.
Tell you what, let me suss this out and I'll call you back.
Yeah, call me back. Call me back. Okay, very good. Yeah. Okay, so we sort of have Neil. He's going to come right back, but let me kind of finish my thought really quickly. It's not just for business. It's not just for earning more money. It's not just for the sole purpose of accruing capital, communicating your story, being present. Okay, let's see if Neil's here now. Yo, Neil. Yes, there he is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. The man. It's Starman. Starman.
There's not going to be any stars.
How you doing, Starman? Good to see you.
No stars.
You're on Nez Nation Live. How are you, brother?
I am very, very well. It's nice to see we've got a constant, stable stream today.
Oh, you know what? Don't start with me, okay?
I
was on the phone. Let me tell you something. I was on the phone. I was emailing. I was yelling. I was screeching. You sons of... How could you ruin my Sunday stream? Because guess what, Neil? It had nothing to do with me. So
what was it? Did you find out what it was?
I was definitely on the major frustration train, and I let that train roll right into the station. And so I hope that I'm so happy that it's fixed. But yeah, that was kind of a bit of a tragedy, wasn't it, Neil?
It was a bit of a disaster, but it was nice to see. It was nice to see.
Thank you for not beating around the bush.
Mate, you've just got to say how it is. It was nice to see cricket. It's nice to see cricket get back involved with the community as well, because she did go missing for a bit, which was understandable after circumstances. But it's nice to see cricket come back, even though she's as crazy as a box of frogs. But she is.
I don't know how crazy a box of frogs can be, but I imagine it's pretty bad.
It's quite bad. It's nice to see. It's nice to see modern day tech, who actually lost a gnome last night live on our stream.
He lost a what?
A gnome.
A gnome.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, a gnome called Trevor.
A gnome called Trevor. Holy macadamia nut. Speaking of tragedies.
The brief story is I think we done a 6-hour stream last night with Creator Chaos, and I think there was about 10 of us in there at one point, and towards the latter end of the stream we kind of got bored, and then thought it would be interesting for Neil to ring various businesses around the world up.
Wow.
And asked them if they'd found a lost gnome in the shop or in their garage. So this has kind of become a new thing. We're trying to get pizza orders from New York delivered to Liverpool. So it kind of went a bit, and it was all sort of ran by Eric, who is now modern day family man, modern day tech. Can't keep up with the name changes.
Yeah, you know what? It's. I think a lot of people have been rebranding themselves. I mean, and that's fine. I'm totally supportive of that. Just I would be a little bit careful of there is such a thing as too many rebrands. But Neil, I want to do this really quickly, and I got to get on these Creator Chaos live streams. I don't know why I'm missing these.
Yeah,
I thought I popped them notification, but I'll have to double check. Tell the Nez Nation Live audience a little bit. I mean, most of us know who you are, but maybe in 1,000 years when we're all gone, tell if somebody's watching this in 3019 or whatever, tell everybody who you are, what you do, and what your online kind of presence is all about. Because let me just say this too really quickly. I look forward to seeing Neil. Neil is definitely a rebel rouser, and he gets things cooking, and he starts the good kind of trouble, the kind of trouble that really I think everybody needs. Actually, you know what, Neil? That should be your tagline on your channel art. I start the kind of trouble that you need. So tell the Nez Nation audience a little. I'm so happy to have Neil on here. Tell us a little bit about
the problem
yourself.
with me is I'm kind of a split personality because I do cryptocurrency and crypto, it all has to be very serious, and it's all markets and money and people's livelihoods and things like that, and all that goings on. It's kind of got to be serious, but I'm not serious, and I'm not.
You don't say.
I am the most unserious person in the world. So you watch the crypto channel, and it's like, wow, he's been possessed. Who's this guy? Someone rings someone because Neil's being possessed by this guy who's like really serious and he knows all crypto. And then I kind of needed. I mean, the crypto channel is 12 months old in 10 days. That's when I officially started YouTube. Was 12 months ago. And then through like meeting you and the Nez Nation and the Niminati and just everybody else that's connected, like, Eric and Cricket and the vast amounts of people that we have in this amazing community, and this something I've never come across before. I didn't think on the online community would be so, it means so much to me on a personal level. But you get hooked by these people, and you've never met them. You can't go around for a cup of tea, but you just get a bond, and they become family. They literally do become like best friends, and it's kind of strange. So I needed an outlet for basically my stupidity, for me to just be the natural, general, everyday idiot that I am. So then from that, we created Chaos, which was my idea of bringing people on, and just what I wanted to do was basically for me to interview somebody, because I heard a story about it was a creator, and he was like, I was in rehab for a couple of years and I've done this, and I'm not going to name him. He was alcoholic, and he's come around and he's got a very successful channel. He's around about 200,000 subscribers, does a brilliant job, but little did anybody know that he was on drugs. He was an alcoholic. He lived in a hostel. He had the backstory to his life was just jaw-dropping, and it was like, wow. And then I thought, right, okay, I need to create something to get these people on to find out, not about your channel, not about what you do, where you come from. How did you get to where you are now? So hence we got Creative Chaos, and then it just went in a completely, and it went in another direction. It just turned from being something kind of lighthearted and semi-serious to just being completely stupid. And I'm talking 6 hours of just rants, raves, arguments, stupidity, and it's every creator that is within the space. I mean, last night we had Christian on, we had Cricket on, we had Charlie Midnight Madness on, there was me, Modern Day Tech, there was Christina from Real Estate Whisperer, Hybrid Steel was on, and there's this massive group of us all on one live stream, basically putting the world to rights, but curing no problems, making more problems than curing them, but having a laugh doing it. So we had Savage Scientist on there. I think at one time
Savage.
It was 12.
I haven't seen Savage in a while.
Great fella, great. It was the first time he came on. I think there was 12 of us in there at one point, and it's just.
When are you going to have Professor Nez on Creator Chaos?
Anytime.
Holy shnikes!
It's literally an open house.
I'm there,
and it is. I do a Zoom call. I'll start the Zoom call off on a Monday at around about 1 a.m. in the UK, which is around about 8 o'clock in the US.
This is Sunday night. Is this Sunday nights usually?
No, Monday. Well, it's Tuesday. It's what is it for you? It was last night for me. which was, well, it was early morning for, it's Monday evening for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Which is early hours Tuesday morning for me.
Okay.
So Monday evening. And it's just a free, I mean, we start off, last night we started off with the topic of false YouTube gurus. You know, these guys.
I love that. I want to be a part of that.
The false YouTube gurus, you know, the ones like...
I got a thing or two to say about that.
it's. I mean, when you talk about false YouTube gurus, I mean, you talk about, like I said, Professor Nez, Nick Nimmin, Brian G. Johnson, all these guys that are giving out worthless information.
That's perfect. It's so perfect.
You know the guys, I mean. The guys who are just basically...
I mean, it's abominable. It's abominably worthless.
It's, you know, and we said last night there's 5 or 6. I mean, to me, there's 3 or 4. But there's 5 or 6 people who are coming out with genuine good content.
Yeah.
And then there's 100 people behind them all redoing that content in exactly the same way and putting it out as their own. And we were talking about them guys, and then it just, I don't even know what. I mean, Eric and Charlie and, you know, Cricket, and the Launchpad has just come out with it there in the chat. It just turns into total shite. And that's the only way we can describe it.
I have to say this, Neil. Anytime you can have a live stream that just turns into total shite is a success. To me, that is a complete success. Christian, do you want to come in? It looks like Christian's calling in on Skype. But before we go, Neil, I just want to say something. Leave? I have to say this. I can't. First of all, I can't wait to see you at VidSummit. You're going to get the quintessential Nez bear hug, which Ross Brand can't stand. He gets so he kind of treats me like I'm an Ebola virus. He's sort of like, get this guy away from me. But you know, I'm a toucher. I'm a feeler.
Okay, I mean, do you want me to wear the star costume?
Yes, your costume.
We can push the levels of touching and feeling to another level if you want.
But let me say this: everything that you're talking about, Neil, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Everything that you are talking about with this community and meeting genuine souls, it's everything that I think is beautiful about this era that we're living in. It's everything that's amazing about why I try to advocate for you guys, for my clients, for my students. But forget all that crap. Just advocate generally, just for a human being. Get yourself out there. I think it actually helps people from feeling alone and isolated. You know what I mean?
It's an amazing community. I mean, I've come from. I mean,
I've got find your community. You're going to find your own Nez Nation. You're going to find your own.
I've got a background before I came on YouTube, and I've got a background. I mean, I've been clinically depressed. I've been sectioned.
Midnight Madness. He says, you know, the gurus are a real snatch. Hey, by the way, Midnight Madness, did you snatch the snatch button yet?
We all come from a crazy background. I mean, I've spent time in a locked down, mental institution. That is no word of a lie. I cracked up. I went mental. I was deemed medically unstable. I was I wasn't allowed to be with the public, so they locked me away it was near on a month. Fed me a load of crazy drugs, which was fantastic. I had electrostimulation, and then I was released out into the, from the psychiatric ward into the world. And even since all that rubbish in my life and, divorces and that rubbish, I've never sort of found a purpose until I found YouTube. And then I have met, and I will be honest and open, I have met the most beautiful, amazing human beings since I've been on YouTube that I've spent in the past 43 years of my entire life. And that is a credit to every single person that is in the chat and is on YouTube as well. Wow.
I love it. Neil, and by the way, I just want to ask you really quickly, how's your mom doing?
She's good. She's we're in a bit of a transition at the moment because she's now getting a lot better and she's getting a lot stronger and she's eating more. Me dad, who is a 72-year-old ex-triathlete, he only gave up like 2 years ago, still runs about 40 to 60 miles a week and probably cycles about 200 a week. and goes to gym every night. Yeah. He's now been out and bought her weights and those elastic band things, and he's actually putting her on a training regime as from next week. So it's going to be very interesting, because next week is going to be like the scene from Rocky with the two pensioners. It's I am going to get my mum on Creator Chaos one night. I'm going to do her live. Well, I'm not going to do her live because that would be incestual, but I'm going to get her on there to do a bit of an interview, and just, because she's taken everything. Even, I mean, I was saying to the guys last night, she went on holiday and she passed blood, went to the doctors, you got a lump, went to the hospital, it's cancer, cut it out. They cut it out. Then they said, you've got, we need to remove the bladder to stop it coming back. My mum's answer was, we'll get rid then. She goes through the chemo. She's not complained once. And I've said this last night. And
I saw I've been following the story. I mean, her like resilience and her attitude,
it's
her perspective,
unbelievable.
is just insane. It's ironclad.
Yeah, she hasn't cried once. She hasn't moaned once. She hasn't. She's took it on the chin like a common cold.
Wow.
And that's the only way I can describe it. It's like she's got.
Dignity,
it's not
with grace.
It's amazing. It really. I mean, I physically and mentally couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I can't where she's got this.
Oh, I would definitely be I'd be a sobbing baby. I mean,
I get a paper. I get a paper cut.
I think it's proven that men handle pain and illness a lot differently than. I give my hats off to the lady.
Yeah, and then
my
you
wife
find
is a good
out
testament to that too. Whenever she gets cold or sick, and it's sometimes one time she had pneumonia. She's always handled it like a trooper. Whereas if I get a paper cut, I go to the ambulance.
Yeah, same. I mean, I got a splinter, and it's literally the end of the world. I'm walking around. I'm gonna die. It's hats off. It's women in general. We said this last night. It's mums. Mums are just another breed.
Yes,
they're another
really
breed. Are. So, right, you best get me off.
Well said. Well, hey Neil, I want to say something before you go. Super, super appreciate you, and please, for the love of God, don't be serious, because the more you be serious, it's like my wife makes fun of me all the time. She's like, when you go into your little you go into your like life coaching mode, she's like, stop that. That's a bunch of garbage. Just be you and be funny and be loose. And this was years ago, and I tried to do that, and I salute you, sir. And please, for the love of God, don't ever be serious.
No, serious is. Can I just don't be serious? Like Nez says, don't be serious.
There it is. You actually even have the motion. You have the motion, right?
It does help if you wear glasses. But
That's
there's one thing I always remember in life is too important to be taken seriously.
Yeah. Neil, look at me. I can't wait. Whatever you do, don't lower the camera. I don't want to see what's underneath that hood. But please, I cannot wait to see you at Vid Summit, brother. We're going to have drinks, fun, chaos, insanity. I need to go double check my notifications. I'm getting on Creator Chaos. Now, just remind the audience one more time, Neil, when do you guys go live?
We go live on a Monday evening, which is around about 7, 8
somebody
p.m.
left the time in the
US.
chat. Is it 8 p.m. Eastern time? Is that right?
It's something like that. It's about 7, 8. It's 1 p.m. in the UK, which is if I use UK time, it becomes confusing. So I'll use US. It's like 7 p.m. Eastern, I think.
Okay. So that's Monday. Okay, cool. So yeah, I need to double check my notifications, and you too, Nez Nation, Creator Chaos. And let me tell you something. This is what I say all the time. We've got this amazing Nez Nation family. These are not just audience members. They're not just viewers. They're not just consumers. These are people out there trailblazing. They're doing amazing stuff. Just fantastic content creators building their brand and doing it in a way that's fun. If it's not fun, I don't want any part of it. And I've said this since day one. It has to have that sense of humanness to it. And Neil, you are the absolute exemplification of that. And thank you, brother, for being on the Nez Nation Live channel. Wow, this really turned out to be a fun stream. Neil, thank you so much. All the best to your mom and your family. And
Thank
I'll
you very
see
much,
you
sir.
on Creator Chaos, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah, and hopefully Sunday will better. If we can get the stream working
Chevy.
on Sunday, hopefully it'll be a little bit better.
Thank you.
Sir, I shall see you soon.
That's it. Thank you, brother. Oh, my God. That was just absolutely classic. Neil from Crypto Cruising. Neil in the house. Hey, good to see you, Hybrid. Oh, man. I appreciate you so much, Neil. That is fantastic. There's nobody who loves being roasted more than me. So I absolutely love it. I think roasting is the truest, sincerest form of flattery. So, guys, I have about another 5 to 10 minutes before I got to get out of here. But, yeah, you got to watch the replay. I mean, we just to kind of recap. So Brogan was not able to make it. And I kind of went ahead and, told him we'll reschedule it. He probably could have jumped on, any time here, but he'd been snowed in. He'd been dealing with some serious problems. There's a major blizzard on the eastern seaboard, which Luis has confirmed. And so, yeah, this could go on for hours, Neil. Absolutely right. I could talk to you guys forever, but I do have a client meeting coming up. I have time for one more caller. Christian, if you want to jump on here and say hello, or Hybrid, or Mia, or, Midnight Madness. Oh, I don't know about Midnight Madness. I'm a little bit scared if Midnight Madness jumps on here. Go to Skype, type in Professor Nez, and give me a holla. Give me a holla, and I'd love to bring on one more person before we get out of here. Just let me know. If not, yeah, you know what? This is another thing about, when you have such an amazing community like this, when you have such an amazing family. God, I can't wait to see Neil at Vid Summit. Cricket, I hope all of you guys can really make it. Okay, we got Christian coming in. When you have such an amazing family, when things maybe don't go as planned, maybe that's a blessing. Christian, are you there? Let me just double check.
I'll try to be brief here, but
yes, Christian's in the house. How are you, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing, Professor?
You are on Nez Nation. Good to see you, man. How is everything?
Oh, it's good. It's wonderful. It's a busy week here at home, and getting ready for the next semester, and trying to crank out some videos in the process. But anyway, yeah, we only have a few minutes. I don't want to take too much of your time.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. It's so nice to have you. Christian is one of our awesome original members of Nez Nation, and he is your neighborhood-friendly astronomer who has just got an amazing channel, Launchpad Astronomy, but I won't do it justice. Christian, tell our Nez Nation family and everybody who's going to be watching this on the replay, tell everybody just a little bit about yourself and your channel. It's so good to have you, man.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, the channel is called Launchpad Astronomy, and it's a little bit of a passion project of mine. It started off as it still very much is. It's actually the name of a workshop that my friend and I teach every summer at the University of Wyoming, and we invite science fiction writers and other, maybe non-science fiction writers and other creative professionals who want to do better at telling their audiences, or educating their audiences through their content. So we put on a 1-week crash course in astronomy. It's like Astro 101 crammed into a single week, and people really enjoy it. So I'm now a part-time professor at Towson University. I teach astronomy, and I love it. And having worked in astronomy, then leaving the field to work in tech, and then getting fired from every job I ever had in tech, and then coming back into the field to teach astronomy, I decided that, I really ought to probably do what I actually enjoy doing. So Launchpad Astronomy, the YouTube channel, was born and I'm hoping to. I now have a much larger audience than I really thought I would ever have, and I'm hoping to build it into a business that I can use to support my teaching habit.
Nice. Boy, that sounds awfully familiar. That sounds very, very. I mean, we're almost on the same exact path, Christian. I couldn't feel more. I couldn't feel closer to you now if I tried. That's awesome.
But you didn't get fired from every job you worked in outside of your field, so there's a big difference there.
I mean, I love seeing people from education. I mean, don't you think, Christian? I always feel like what a natural transition it is. Because if you think about creating content, if you think about creating a YouTube channel, it's an educational, endeavor. What are you doing? I mean, especially your channel, which I got to tell you, Christian, I am so a big fan of you. I really am. I'm a huge fan of you.
Thank you.
And I love your channel. Wow. I love the editing. I think I've mentioned this. I mean, watching the videos, I feel like it's literally like I'm getting the best class on astronomy and space and exploration that you could really find at any university. And I just think that you're going to keep growing, and I look to support you. But don't you think, isn't it interesting though? I mean, building a brand online, getting your message out there, communicating, monetizing that, which is important for adjunct professors, right? Because, I've said this many times on the show, professors don't get paid jack.
Well, no, it's definitely true.
I mean, unless you're working for Harvard or one of the big private schools, tenured professors at the community college level or state level, even UC level, I mean, they just don't get, I mean, in this day and age, the way that lifestyle and inflation and God knows what else and shutdowns and whatnot, we need to supplement our income. I mean, we can't gone are the days of our parents. I'm sorry, go ahead, Christian.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm sure I made more working in tech than the senior most tenured professor in my department makes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that were true. In fact, I would not be surprised at all. Talk about going from like one income bracket way down, it's like, it's nice to feel like you're 25 again when you, but not in this way, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think
I think it's such a beautiful. I think it's a beautiful gateway to being a YouTuber and being a content creator. When I was one of the things, and I'm just going to be completely raw and honest. I'd love to hear more from you, Christian. One of the things that first inspired me to, I mean, I've always loved to create. I've been a musician, not a good musician, but I've been a musician. I've been a filmmaker. I created videos and films way before there were iPhones and Facebook and whatever. And they were all bad, which they were supposed to be. And so, but I was really inspired when I saw people who were creating courses and making really, really good money. And it was really, most of it was automated and passive. And I thought to myself, what in the world am I doing? Hence the creation of BeyondTheBoxAcademy.com. I mean, isn't that a beautiful segue right there, Christian? I mean, Christian's on my channel. Christian's usually my mod who puts the link in the chat. And there's the segue there. Always the gamesman, Mr. Professor Nez.
Always promote.
But no, on a serious note, though, Christian, I want this for every professor. I want this for especially my fellow adjunct professors. Because adjuncts get treated like swamp, swine. Really, they really do. I think it's a perfect transition is to create, affiliate marketing, create, products, digital products based around a brand that brings value. Now you, Christian, I would say this, just as I'm going to be a personal branding coach for 2 seconds. And I want to just say this. By you creating this awesome channel, by you putting out all this great content, I think if you haven't done so already, eventually you can create a course on, all of the things that you talk about, astronomy, and maybe even, I almost see a course on showing people where to go, like an actual course that guides people where to go to see the best, stargazing or something like that. Do you know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that, Christian?
Well, it's funny you should mention courses because, and talking about value and earning a living on YouTube. The whole boy, that's like a whole other conversation. But the short version of it is, before I actually had my YouTube channel since 2006, and I would just make the occasional YouTube video. But then I started recording my lectures for my students' benefit, because I know that the classes I teach them they're hard. I mean, they're people are interested in it, but it's difficult stuff to grasp, especially if you're not a science major. These are business and English and dance majors and things like that, and it's all great and good. I got no problem with it, but I also know this is a way outside their experience. So I thought, well, you know what? Let me just record my lectures. And where can I put them? Should I put them on Blackboard? Then I realized, I have this YouTube channel. Let me stick them up there. Then I thought about, creating courses. And I was going to create some astronomy courses. I'll teach you Astro 101 for a fee. And then I realized, maybe it was that can't dude or whatever in my head. But I thought, well, people are able to take free online courses, massive online courses called MOOCs, MOOCs, and there's loads of astronomy courses out there that are provided free of charge. And the reason for that is because the professors giving them are providing them through their university. In other words, hey, I have a job and I'm supposed to do outreach as part of my job, so I'll do this and it's free. And I'm like, well, great. I'm not getting that kind of support as an adjunct. So I decided to pivot away. Meanwhile, people other than my students were watching my videos, my crummy lectures, and and I thought, okay, if people are watching it, leaving comments who are not my students, maybe I should try to see if I can do something with YouTube and grow an audience, and maybe that can become maybe there's a path to monetization later. I didn't really know what it could entail, and I still don't fully know. But I think, but my feeling is, it's not build it and they will come, but it was more like, look, just start building this thing out. Let's just see what happens. Yeah. And I'm still trying to figure out the details of it. So I have a Patreon thing now, and I've got a few supporters, some of whom are here today. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Neil. Nice. Thank you, Patty, for starting. Nice. And I've sold a couple of T-shirts. Yay!
Oh, very cool. I got to get one of those. Where can I get that? And where can everybody get it?
Oh, well, if you go right now, I don't have like a formal thing. If you go to like teespring.com and search Launchpad, Launchpad Astronomy, or you could just come to one of my videos, just any video, just hit stop or pause, and then just bring up the description. You'll see in one of my more recent videos, a link to my Patreon and my Teespring store. So I'm thinking, maybe I could do like an online store, and then maybe if I can build this brand up, you know what? Maybe people would want to pay for a course, even though there's
I would
free.
say, you know what, Christian? I would say take the maybe out of it. I know they will. Will. I think there's
always somebody who would rather pay.
You come across on video more genuine, and I think Neil said it really best. Such a nice guy, and it shows in your videos. But you're genuine. You're real. You're not posturing like I was talking about earlier. How some people do this. You're not faking it till you make it. I mean, I don't see you going anywhere but up. I really do. If you continue on this path as your personal branding coach, I would advise you.
Please.
Christian's like, oh my gosh, I think I have indigestion.
No.
Professor Nez
this is
just
what
said he's my coach.
I come for the free advice.
No, that's not what I want.
Can't pay.
No, I'm kidding. But I truly feel this way. I feel you will definitely be able to monetize those courses, because here's the thing. It's not about selling courses. The courses are going to be really engaging and high quality, and people are going to get a lot out of it. Because you cannot make money, with these products. You may, in the short term, maybe you will, because people may be fooled, but you're not fooling anybody. That's the difference between you and everybody else. You're not promising, hey, make $1 million in 1 week,
That's right.
I have clients like this. They literally think, hey, Nez, shouldn't I just promise people that they're going to make gobs of money if I sell them this course. No. That's not the way to do it. And I'm telling you right now, Christian, you've got amazing info, and you solve people's problems really, really well. I just think you're going to dominate. I just know it. I feel it in my heart. I don't even care if you don't believe me. Okay, Christian?
No. I mean, let me say this. Let me just offer this thought here. When I started off doing this, you talked a lot about the Kant and all that kind of stuff. My background is in astrophysics. That's my training. That's my first job was working on the Hubble Space Telescope and all that kind of stuff. And I had a career in astronomy. I was an astronomer. Then I went into tech, budget cutbacks, long story. Went into tech and did all that kind of stuff. But all that time, we were talking about anxiety and depression earlier, and the struggles that Neil has gone through, and the struggles I know you've gone through, and I think. And I'm, right there. I mean, I've had I've had terrible depression and all that kind of stuff. And so the great big camp sign was just, raging in my head. Now, right. I said that I began YouTube in 2007 or something. And there was another channel on YouTube, incredible channel. And he was just doing incredible videos. And some of my early videos were kind of like attempts at like copying him. And I came to the conclusion that the market has been cornered, and there's no need for me to do this. I'm just an imposter. And not only that, but when it came, but when it came to monetizing, this idea of monetizing, I'm not giving anybody any valuable information that'll help them to improve their lives. For example, I'm not teaching. Neil is the incredible job teaching cryptocurrency. I'm not teaching you a method by which you can grow your income. I'm not teaching personal branding. I'm not even, and this is the thing, I'm not even helping people review, like look what Eric's doing with modern day tech. It's like, I'm not even showing you cool gadgets you want to check out. These are real, to me, these are real actionable, monetizable things. I'm not teaching you, I'm just teaching you astronomy. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, fine. It's all a nice, pretty picture, whatever. Pay this guy, fuck him, And I just decided, I don't know why, but I just sort of decided, look, enough is enough. I'm kind of on the skids here. I don't mean like to cry or cry baby or like that.
No,
but it's like, okay, I'm kind of on the skids here financially.
I agree, Neil, 100%.
I haven't really seen. Thank you, Neil.
No, Neil.
So nice.
Neil pretty much summed up how I feel about you as well. I mean, Neil just hit the nail on the head. And if I may, just really quickly, Christian.
Sure.
I think that if you would have, I have a client. Let me tell you this. I have a client who's got he basically is a outdoorsman. He's a backpacker, like a professional backpacker. Mm-hmm. He said, who in the world would ever buy a course on backpacking? Who in the hell cares about that? Let me tell you something, Christian. This guy has created a course on the best trails in Yosemite, the best way to survive, a tundra, or the best way to get around, tough terrain. He is making gobs of money, and he's doing something he loves. Now, something like that, backpacking through Yosemite, who in the world would even... Yeah. I mean, you could go to Google and look up maps. And why do I need to... I'm telling you right now, and this goes for everybody, Christian, people pay for convenience. Yeah. Don't think about, God, is this like not worth it, or is this worth it? People will pay for convenience. You can get all of my information on my courses. You can get all of it online if you just do a Google search. You could watch a million different YouTube videos and get the same amount of value. What I'm bringing to the table, Christian, and this goes for everybody. I want everybody to hear this. But Christian, more importantly, I'm giving them step by step. It's all in one place. People will pay for convenience. Just think about that.
Agreed 100%.
Now, I got to get going.
And believe me, I hope I'm not coming off as being like, this is my therapy session, although I find this very helpful and validating.
I think this is fantastic, and I love talking to you. I could talk to you for hours. Go ahead.
Oh, likewise. But if I may add just one thing.
Yes.
It's like, okay, the whole thing, though, is that when, again, all of this was my thinking before. Okay, that was what I was thinking like a year ago. That's what I was thinking even like maybe 6 or 7 months ago, and I just sort of share this story because I know people watching have probably all been through. Well, you know what? No one on this Nez Nation has been through it but me, right? That's what everybody's thinking.
Of course,
that's what everybody's thinking right now, because that's what I thought. And if I can feel like I've got a shot at this, and again, I'm not teaching anybody anything that's going to improve their bottom line. You know what I mean? Or even improve their everyday, day-to-day lives. No. It's astronomy. It's fun. But you know what? God damn it, there's a market out there for this.
Yes.
If Carl Sagan proved it with Cosmos.
Yes.
Neil deGrasse Tyson proved it. Patrick Moore proved it. It goes on. And it's like, it's like, I'm going to be 50 this year. And I'm thinking to myself, God damn, what the hell was I thinking all these years? Right. Well, I know what I was thinking. I was depressed. And depression will lie to you. Yes. And it's so anyway, this is so helpful, and one thing I'm just so appreciative of this, Nez, is that you and so many others have given me so many different ways of seeing this, like totally seeing this from different angles, and you cannot underestimate the power of that. So thank you.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome, dude. You rock, Neil. You absolutely rock, and I love I just love the fact that. Are you going to Vid Summit by any chance?
Me?
Christian?
No, I don't expect to. Just this and the fact that I'm supposed to. My friends and I were all supposed to go to New Orleans again. That's going to depend on my teaching schedule and also some of this right now. But you know what? I mean, if next year. I'm sure I'll be in a better position to do that.
Okay.
That's
cool.
how I feel.
Well, again, we're going to have Nez Summit too. Nez Summit is going to happen. And is it going to happen this year? Probably not, but it's going to happen. And we're going to all get together. And I throw this out again. I said this before. Neil's definitely coming. I am going to be buying everybody dinner and drinks. It's all on me when you guys come to Vid Summit. And I can't wait. I look forward to it. It's going to be an absolute blast. Hey, Christian, can I just say, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you for being so honest. And thank you for actually, telling our Nez Nation peeps and our family, our audience here, the real truth behind, this isn't, it's not all coconuts and yachts, like it says on Instagram, right? It can be tough, and depression is a real thing, and burnout is a real thing, and mental blocks are a real thing. And, if you're interested, I've got playlists that talk about this guy. Obviously, I think Christian's already seen a bunch of those videos, and I would love to help in any way, shape, or form I can. So, Christian, you always have carte blanche. Anytime you need anything, you just pop me a message, brother. I am there for you.
Oh,
so
thank you. Likewise.
Thank you so much. Keep rocking. Launchpad Astronomy. Everybody go subscribe to that channel, and you will be in awe with the videos about the great beyond. So thank you so much, Christian. I really, really appreciate it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll talk soon, okay?
Thanks, bro.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys. Wow, what an absolutely amazing stream. Did not expect this. Did not expect this at all. What a fantastic thing. You never know what life's going to throw at you. You never know what's going to happen. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you from the bottom of your heart. Don't forget to smash the smash button. Don't forget, I got to change the title and tags and everything on this stream because this is going to go on my channel. I think this is amazing, a kind of live subscriber hangout. And I just want to say I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. Watch some of the other videos and streams if you thought this was fun and exciting. And I'm going to definitely do more of these. I'm going to do more Midnight Nez's. I'm going to do more of these live subscriber hangouts. Hybrid, we got to get you on next time. And I want everybody to have a chance who's just a part of this awesome community to come in and hang with us. And Creator Chaos, Neil, everybody, I'm going to be there. I am going to be there. I need to go check my notifications. It sounds like my kind of party over there on Monday nights. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. Be on the lookout for the final part of the personal branding keynote speech vlog. Part 3 is coming, y'all. probably Thursday, but part 3 is coming. I love you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell so every time we go live, you can be a part of this. Have a wonderful, wonderful, fantastic week. And I'll see you guys Sunday for sure. And definitely, if you have the live notification bell clicked, I may do some pop-ups. I may do some Midnight Nez's. I may do some surprise. Oh, really quickly, we have a guest. Actually, we're going to be going live Thursday morning, 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is, I believe that's 10 p.m. GMT, I believe. No, I'm sorry. That would be, I think, 7 o'clock GMT. We've got a, cool. And actually, Launchpad is streaming today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Awesome. So we've got a guest, Tim Knox, who is a huge content creator. He's a real estate agent. He's been running a ghostwriting business forever. He's going to come on our show. Hopefully he won't get snowed in. I love y'all. I got to run to a client meeting. You guys are the best. I'll see you guys really soon. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much. See ya.